Also, I had a follower goal of a Legends Arceus Catchable, which I added it because I was meant to do one ages ago, and if you didn't know, at about 4 hours in, was it? No, hang on, I'll explain that in a minute. See the any comm for no items, so I'll go easy, all vehicles, courses in order, and 48. I can close this, and then let me check what time starts. Okay, I'm selecting my first track, and then the last track, and second function. Okay, but basically, my power cut out, so I wasn't able to actually finish that run. I'm actually gonna make sure I've got enough storage and delete some videos, because I got a ton of these videos. That's my any percent run yesterday, right? No, that is. That's my 90% run from yesterday. That's a blunder. I'm gonna trust that I can get rid of all of these. I don't even know what that is. This is open in OBS. No idea. That's also a blunder, isn't it? I'm gonna keep text sum up something. I just deleted like a stupid amount of items from my videos. 20 items. I'm gonna assume now I have enough storage. Okay, now we can start. 3, 2, 1, go. But basically, my power cut out in about 4 hours in, which was fine because I was using the slow method anyway, like version 1 of the route, which was the slowest because you stayed in Fieldlands for longer than you needed to. But I never got around to doing it again. So that's essentially the plan. That's the plan, is to do that run again. Wow, I'm already at 10 coins. So I'm actually got no idea, like, any tricks or skips. I'm kind of just doing this run, hoping for the best. I know there are some, like, I don't even know. I know there are, like, some things that I can do, like I'm doing in this track right now. I'm also not the best at this game, in my opinion. Like, for example, that's 3 coins just gone. But this was a run that I actually wanted to do quite a while ago, when I first heard about the boost course pass. Because, oh my god, I thought 48 tracks was kind of boring. So doing this with also some of my favorite tracks in the whole, like, Mario Kart series, like, they got some bangers in this boost course pass. I was gonna go for, I don't know what I wanted to do. I think I'm gonna split there. But I wanted to do, like, transparent splits and, like, the full screen. I hate that happened because I hit A and I knew I messed it up. Like the transparent splits with the full game. But, like, every time I do it, it just looks ugly, and I just don't like how it looks. Like, I like having my own image, and then cutting off a tiny bit. Because also the quality of this capture card is not the greatest. So, it also rarely shows if I have the game be the full image. Like, it really starts to show through. So I didn't want to do that. But I think my layout shows a ton of the game anyway. Like, I'd say about 90-80% of the layout is the game. It also means that I can have a nice chat at the bottom a space for the follower goal, because right now I don't know what to do with that space apart from have a follower goal, which is 50, which is crazy. The fact that I'm at 33 right now is actually kind of crazy. Yeah, I knew I was going to mess that up. I'm on a lap Toadette, so I don't really care. I like to think I'm far ahead. I need to move something on this mic. There's like hair all over it. It's really getting in my face. I tried to do that a bit later and then I shouldn't have. Also, I was having a look at the 200% rolls for this game, because 200% it's a long category, but it also, I feel like, would be largely better than 100%. And I can't remember which one's faster. I think it's blue that's actually faster for this. The break rules are like crazy. Like I think it's 2 breaks of 15 minutes, and even if I'm playing for like 16 hours, I only get an hour break. Like I was hoping they'd be reasonable enough to the point where I could span it over 2 days, instead of having to do like 20 hours in a day, because that's insane. I'm gonna go blue for this one, because I'm pretty sure blue is faster. Like maybe for 100% that break rules would make sense, because it's only like 10, 13 hours. I'm gonna take damage. I don't know why I'm doing so bad. For a run as long as 200%, I don't think it's long enough. And I think the last major thing, when I was looking back at how this run has changed, because I used to do like some offline fun, just 200%, 48 tracks when I was bored, is that the combo has changed. The combo that everyone uses has changed. It's gone from, I think it was Roy Biddy Buggy as your rollers to Yoshi Teddy Buggy, which I say is marginally better than Roy Biddy Buggy. Like, I'd much rather use this combo for like 4 hours instead of Roy and the Teddy Buggy, and the Biddy Buggy, or whatever that vehicle's called. You know what I mean. The combo, basically the Waluigi Wiggler of speedrunning. Which, honestly, I would much rather use Waluigi Wiggler. I actually liked using Waluigi Wiggler in online. And surprisingly, I didn't see it that often. Although I didn't play much online Mario Kart. I'm still not at 10 coins. This is stupid. I much prefer playing against easy CPU, because it makes it seem like I'm better at this game than I actually am. Like, I'm probably a good few like, come on, I shouldn't have fallen there. Like, I'm probably a solid minute behind record right now. But I feel fast. I tried to save time by grabbing that coin, and I missed the coin anyway. I should have some smart steering on, Jesus Christ. I have to go the long way around, meaning I might miss the coins. Like, I might not even lap Toadette. That's a lie, but... that's a lie, but, like... I almost didn't. I lapped Villager as well, which is kind of cool. About 8 minutes for the first cup. The first of... I don't actually know how many cups there are in the run. I think it's 24 cups? Question mark? forgot to do a go live notification on Twitter again. Ah, damn. I also heard that having both decimals on live split, when you're streaming, absolutely destroys how smooth your thing runs, because there's a lot of moving objects. So I decided to opt to go for the 1 decimal. Also, any run that's more than an hour, honestly, I feel like would benefit from it anyway. Because like most runs that are even over like 20 minutes don't use decimals anyway. But I think my timer looks weird without decimals. And also, I don't like how the font on the timer works without decimals. So I opted for just 1. It's kind of just a personal preference, in my opinion. But I think 1 decimal looks great. Maybe not as good as I would have hoped. Like, I do love my 2 decimals. I didn't even get a boost from running into her. It's dumb. But it's, you know. I'm actually surprised that for item runs, they don't allow easy CPU. Like, I feel like easy CPU would be so much better. It would make the run more enjoyable. Because in my opinion, having items in the first place is not that enjoyable. Like, just dealing with blue shells, sharks, red shells, having to manage coin items, having to manage defense items, is like, it's beyond me when I could just happily strive my way through each and every course. And I get the fact that, like, items is the main category, but I would much rather run no items, as I have been. I don't think I've ever done a full items run, because you lose time to dumb RNG. I don't know why I went for that. I knew I was going to get hit. Is this going to start to be the courses where we don't get all the coins? I'd rather not lose my run to dumb RNG. Like, Mario Kart's meant to be an enjoyable experience, and if I keep losing my time to just really stupid RNG segments, then I just get mad. I get mad, quit, and then don't end up running it anyway. I don't finish runs anyway. Like, unless you're going for the... Unless you have all the... Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Unless you have all the no item records and you're going... And you just want the 150cc item no item and you want the 200cc item no item record, then really you just really shouldn't... Unless you think it doesn't feel like Mario Kart without items. Like, I don't get it. You amaze me. I hope my game audio doesn't, like, desync during the run. I think it would be fine for leaderboards, because some people don't even have a recorded run on the board. Like, they just did it unrecorded and it's on the board. So I feel like desynced audio would be alright. Because at least I have video proof that I've done it. But again, it would just be annoying for the stream. It should be fine though. I think I fixed it. I had to add like an audio source, because apparently the audio I had was just coming straight from the capture card. And instead I think I changed it to now it comes through the switch. I missed both those coins. I didn't trick just so I could try and get both those coins, and I missed all of them. Something that's really good about having a webcam is that I don't have to deal with like my mic's synced audio, because if it's a few seconds out, like no one's gonna tell, because I'm not lip synced to anything. I'm kind of just talking, and if I come out a few seconds late, no one's gonna really notice. I got one of those coins, bro. Crazy. Okay, now I can just go full speed. if coins didn't exist in this game, I feel like the run of this would just literally be try and just do as tight corners as you can and not worry about coins. Like, coins do add a layer of depth, but they're also kind of annoying. I would love a no items, no coins run, where I can literally just brain dead blast through these courses and not have to worry about picking up coins, item management. Like, it would just feel so great. But then I don't think anyone would run that because there would be no depth to the run. It would literally just be run it until you win or you get bored of just brain dead staring at this screen for like 4 hours, hoping to God that you can just finish a run. But we've almost got 2 cups down. Kind of annoying thing is that I don't think I can actually submit these single cup runs as different runs. Like, this 96 track can only be submitted as a 96 track, I'm pretty sure. Like, I can't submit the 48 track. I can't submit this as a 48 track. I don't think I can submit this as individual cups. Which is sad, but it makes sense because otherwise someone could just do a 96 track run and then just submit like 15 different runs, or maybe even like however many cups plus a 48 plus 48 tracks plus 48 tracks DLC plus then the actual 96 track run itself. Like, you'd have like 30 runs from one runner and it would be mentally stupid. The only real way you could try and hide it is if you did like didn't show the game, didn't show the category. But again, then you have the splits, and it's just weird. It's a weird like festival of like try not to cheat, which I'm not doing because I have no interest in sitting for like 4 hours submitting like 30 really bad times to the leaderboard. I'll submit this as a 96, and that's it. I have no interest in 48 non-DLC or DLC. And I still have to submit the SMO run from yesterday, which I should probably do because it'll take like 4 or 5 weeks to get verified. I think I waited like 3-4 weeks for my nipple percent to get verified. She wasn't even that good. It was like a 9 something, and I'm pretty sure I already got like an 8. I got like an 8-minute run after that. Maybe I got like a 9:28. I'm not too sure. I'm really happy I can use the shoulder buttons and I don't have to hit the actual like back buttons. 1, because mine's broken, and 2, it's just so much more comfortable to hit such a smaller button without having to put my finger so far back on the controller. Like, this is gonna be a vibe. This is gonna be a really chill run. I'm looking for like 2 runs that I can do. One that I really enjoy that I would love to get a record in, and just one that I can do after maybe a short stream. Like, for example, if I ran Teal Mask, which I'm actually tempted to do, I could just chill back and do this. Like, I do like 2 runs of that. That was, what's that, 4 hours? Do this, that's a full 8-hour stream. It's crazy. Or if I don't have time, maybe run 48 tracks. Like, it's crazy how much fun Mario Kart speedrunning can be. Like, it doesn't seem fun. Personally, I'm not a fan of racing games because you're trying to go fast anyway. So it's like anyone can just do a run. Because the point is to go as fast as you can. But they're actually pretty fun and chill to do. Like 200%. I'm pretty sure in 100%, like the first hour is just straight up coin grinding. Which I feel like would be the really bad thing to do because you spend like an hour coin grinding. To then just have a really bad run throughout. Like, you'd get all the coins at the start that you need for the run. When realistically, you could have then a really bad run. Reset, have to do all that coin grinding again. and it's not fun by any means. And then also, you have to think about the coins that you'll get throughout the race. Trying to finish as many races as you can with about 10 coins. Like, coin grinding is much better off right at the end. Like, you wouldn't want to start off the run by just spending like an hour or two. Or maybe even 3, I can't remember how long it was. Just coin grinding. I would much rather spend like 11 hours doing the run and then spend like the last 2 coin grinding. Like, it would just be so much nicer. Although I would most likely start with mirror mode because that is like legitimately my worst thing. Probably one of the only reasons, apart from coin grinding. Damn, I missed every single coin. That is one of the 2 reasons why I'm yet to even attempt. Actually, it's one of 3 reasons why I'm yet to attempt 100%. The other one is coin grinding, and the other one is I might have finished this whole lap without any coins. But there are 3 reasons why I haven't run 100/200%. Which is 1, the length, because the length is mental, like 11 hours. Longest speedrun by far, because before that was... I don't remember what it was. I keep saying it's my longest speedrun. What was it? Oh, Glorious Tournament, because that was like almost 9 hours. I actually couldn't think for a second. And it would probably take me like 16. Meaning it would be my longest run by like 7 hours. 7 whole hours. 2, mirror. Like, mirror is just pain and completely unfun. Like, mirror is not fun at all. By any means, if you run mirror for fun, you're weird. No offense, but it's just not. I'm just right in that sense. And coin grinding, because it's like 3 hours of coin grinding. Honestly, I'm like, I don't want to do SMO 100% because it's got like, what was it? An hour of coin grinding? Yeah, Mario Kart's a lot worse and has like 500, like 2-3 hours of it. It's crazy. It's crazy just how much coin grinding Mario has. So something like 96 tracks would be a lot more nicer. Because first of all, it's like 10 hours shorter. I don't have to sit and do time trials, mirror, 150. I can just do everything in 200 in one go. I just realized I have auto drive things. I don't even have to be holding the A button. I'm literally just pressing 2 buttons and I'm driving. I'm hoping this run doesn't get really boring. Because if it does, that means it's not a really fun run for me to do. Like, we're about 20 minutes in and I'm already... I'm not bored. I'm already, like, surprised. That's what I'm thinking of. Like, it don't feel like we're this far in already. It feels like we're probably 10 minutes in. Dude, getting 10 coins on this course is insane. I can see where most of the rooting and like strats come from. Literally just trying to get the 10 coins. Hey. Also, all tracks in multiple Mario Kart games? Question mark. I would love to run a multi-Mario / multi-Nintendo franchise, like multiple Kirby, multiple Mario Kart, Mario, Pokemon. But there's always that one game that you just cannot do. Like, there's always that one game I just can't do. Mario Kart 7 in the multiple Mario Karts, 3D Land, and also the fact that there's just so many categories. And I don't like 64 for multiple Mario. Multiple Pokemon, there's X, Y, Sun, maybe Ultra Sun, depending on the category. It's like, it's just the 3DS. Like, I just can't run 3DS games. Like, I could emulate everything up until X and Y, and then X, Y, Sun, Moon, Ultra Moon, etc. I cannot run. I can't run because I don't have a 3DS. don't have a 3DS nor 2DS. And I've tried setting up Citra like so many times. It's actually crazy how many times I've tried to set up Citra, and I just can't do it. Citra is impossible to set up. For it to actually work, that is. And that's if this PC can even handle Citra. For example, Sun and Moon, it can probably run Sun and Moon like 20 frames. But like, I would love to run so many multi-Mario and multi-Pokemon and all that. Like, I think I would love to do a test of faith. See if I could do like a 602, or I can do a 602. But like, so many multi-Mario runs that I can't do / won't do. For example, any run that includes 3D Land, or any run that includes 64, because I ain't running 64. It would literally have to be like 1 or 0 star, and I know that they're even harder. And I won't run 120 star, I won't run 60 star, or 70 star, I mean. I won't run 0 star, because that thing is impossible. Like, there's just so much that I can't / won't do. The only games that have come close are like Pikmin, Skylanders is another good one. But again, Skylanders, then I have to buy all the games on Xbox. For example, Giants and whatnot, I have to buy all the Portals, I have to buy all the Skylanders. If I want to do 100%, I've got to buy even more Skylanders. Like, I'm so limited in what I can do for multi-games, it's crazy. For Pokemon, I'm literally limiting myself to, like, I'm literally limited to one category that I would have to create. That being the Switch trifecta. Or the Switch base game trifecta. Which would literally just be off. And I missed that coin. Which is Sword and Shield, Legends Arceus, and Scarlet Violet. Or potentially just Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. Because obviously Legends is Gen 8. Yeah, Gen 8. Which would no longer, it wouldn't be a base game. Though I like to think of it as a base game, so. But it's just, there's so much. There's so much restriction in multi-games, it's crazy. I can actually do this section. I actually have 10 coins. Don't make me lose them. I almost lost them. I think the fact that auto accelerate is a thing is so nice, because the only thing now that I have to use is my index finger for drift, and then steer using my left thumb, which is brilliant. And then the odd, if I need to brake while drifting, I'll put my other thumb on B. Like, people always say, what was the point of this? Like, it's literally just for hand health most of the time. Like, to make sure your hand doesn't absolutely blow up with the amount that you have to hold it. Especially with some controllers that people use. Some of the controllers people use are like, they have such like hard buttons to press. Like, I only have to press A for the first 3, or first like second and a half of every race, and then it's gone. Like, I don't press that button until, damn it, like 2 minutes after. I'm completely failing this course. Wow. I said 4 hours for this run. This honestly might take longer. That was the goal that I had in mind. Like, I don't really want this to take more than 4. I was hoping under 4, but I'm having a suspicion that this might take longer. I'm actually surprised that under 3 is possible, because I remember once, back when I was speedrunning with literally, the timer was a clock on my phone. It was the clock app on my phone. I did a 48 tracks, and it was like a 2:48, which is like, what is it, a few minutes faster than the 96 record. And I was like, I was thinking I used to do, like, the only time that I can recall with a 48 is that, which is a 2:48. And I'm like, yeah, some people could do like double the amount of tracks in like only 10 or so more minutes. Absolutely inhumane. Yeah, this is a track I'm struggling with. I might run. I feel like I might run this again. So far, this has felt more chill than stress. I need to sort my mic out. Also, I found the perfect point in the split, and it's when like the carts on the bottom in the loading screen like tick and they start moving. I think that's like the best place to start to split. Oh, stupid. Yeah, 6 coins. I feel like I'm collecting coins out of nowhere that I don't even know I'm picking up myself. That's dumb, bro. I definitely should have picked that coin back up. I should be at 4 right now. No, what is this? What, are you serious? I missed all 4 of them coins. And those there. And those were there. Wow, you're telling me I haven't picked up a single coin this lap? And then as soon as I pick up 3 but there, I get hit again. Damn. Thing is that the speed that this cart goes at, like, it shaves off a few minutes when it's 10. Can I go for this one here? No. I love this cart combo. I actually think I was meant to go Azure Rollers, but I don't think it matters that much. Like, I'm thinking of like warm over cold colors for this run, because like, this run's gonna get very tiring very quickly, especially with the fact that my drift button, the finger I use to drift, is already starting to kind of hurt. It's not a good sign, seeing as we're only, oh my god, I don't even know what cut we're on. Special, like, we're on cut 4. We're on cut 4 and my finger's already starting to hurt. Not a good sign. But we get to do our first of like 4, I think, Rainbow Roads in this run. I think this is one of like 4. Yep. I don't know why I always go for a purple drift on there, because I was holding the not drift button the whole time. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm constantly holding the B button when I'm drifting. Whoa. Okay, I messed that one up. Yeah, there's no way we're getting 10 coins. Especially when there's a stupid cat Peach in my way, picking up all the coins I'm meant to be picking up. I think it's also just a me thing. Oh, I messed it up again. Ooh. The first track that I ever like really got stuck on was Wee Rainbow Road. And you could probably tell where this is going. That's the track that we finish on in the run. Like, the last cup has one of my favorite track themes. Of course, I do that, whatever. Which is Rosalina's Ice World. And it's also probably one of my favorite tracks, to be fair. Of the Boost Course Pass. And also, I'm just going to slow right the way down. And probably one of my most nostalgic tracks, Rainbow Road, on MK8DX. It's quite cool. I mean, yeah, it's right at the end of the run. Which is, I mean, I would love Rosalina's Ice World to be like middle of the run, maybe? But you know what, it's fine. And also, I am about to finish this track with 10 coins. I almost didn't. I almost didn't finish the track with 10 coins. Actually, as I said it, I bonked on a wall. Anyway, on to the Shell Cup, where we get Wee Moo Moo Meadows. This is a fun track to run all the time. I was tempted to do the DLC first. I don't know if I'm actually allowed to do that. But I downloaded the 96 track splits off splits.io. Because ain't no way I'm writing down 96 splits of like, oh, Wee Moo Moo Meadows. I would have just probably wrote an MMM. And it's like, I don't really want to swap 96 tracks, 99 splits worth of 48 splits worth of tracks, to just to do the Boost Course Pass first. Like, it would have been better, because it would have meant Rosalina's Ice World was actually about halfway through the run. But it's like, it's also the fact that I have more knowledge on these tracks, meaning that I can run these pretty much sound. Even if I am tired later in the run, I could probably do these without focusing at all, which is good. But I wasn't swapping around 48 splits. I would have to scroll down 48 splits, hit the move up button basically 48 times, or just drag it up. And then to do that 48 times, spend like an hour doing that. It was either that, or I could just suck up doing the DLC, doing the base tracks first. And to be fair, this run's not even that long for it to matter anyway. Like, if this run was 8 hours, maybe I would have taken the time to do that. This run's like probably 4, 5 max. Like, we aren't getting any more than 5 hours in this run, presumably. I say that, though I said that on the Galarian Star Tournament, that we ain't getting anywhere near 9 hours, and like, we were 5 minutes off 9 hours. Which, again, that's also a run I would love to do again. There's a few things on my to-do list. I'm gonna probably have like I'm probably gonna post like a checklist of everything that I want to do in 2024. And then obviously things get added on with like follower goals, and then if we unlock subscribers, sub goals. I want to do kind of like, I want to be like not your average speedrunner. Like, I would love to be a speedrunner that like mainly focuses on like really long marathons. But again, I don't have the time for the really long marathons, which is a shame. But like, I want to be like a variety speedrunner where I do like a bit of Mario Kart, a bit of Mario, a bit of Pokemon. On the weekends, I might do like a long speedrun, if you get what I mean. But then obviously it's just having the actual time to do those runs. And like, having a mentality to the point where it's like, I don't mind getting like 9 hours into a run and being forced to reset. Like, I have to have that mentality. Like, when you speedrun, you aren't born with just, yeah, I'm gonna do this run. It's gonna be really long, and doing it just normally and actually finishing a run is gonna hurt my head a lot. I'm gonna feel really tired and really, like, burnt out on this game. For example, probably running Super Mario Galaxy 2 Rainbow Marathon. I came to mind because Jay's doing a run right now, because I was watching his stream earlier. But it's like, that is burnout. Anyone doing a mainboard marathon that has any percent, 100%, for example, Kirby in the Forgotten Land, any percent, true ending, that's any percent, then any percent plus the post game, then all Waddle Dees, which is any percent, grabbing every single possible task in the levels. Then you've got all souls, or all D's, all souls, which is any percent, but you collect all the Waddle Dees, plus post game, but you collect all the souls. So like, you've already beaten the game like 4 times by that point, and the post game twice. You've done all Waddle Dees twice, and then you've got to do 100%. Where you've got to beat the game again, beat the post game, do all Waddle Dees for a 3rd time, do all souls for a 2nd time, and then do something, and then do the rest of 100%, whatever that may be on top. Which is, it's crazy. And if you don't get burnt out on that, like, that's a long run. And if you don't get burnt out on that, props to you. And like, those are long runs. Like, they would make, like, if I were to do Legends Arceus Rainbow Marathon, which I don't think I ever will, that's any percent, then catch more. So first of all, I've got to beat the game. Then I've got to catch all the, I've got to beat the game and catch all the Pokemon, which includes the post game. And then I've got to reset all that progress, do Shiny Charm, which is beat the game and catch every Pokemon again, and then also get level 10 research and everything. It's crazy. Like, just doing a Shiny Charm run is pain. But also in the same, also in the same run, having to do catch them all and any percent is crazy. Like, if you were to take the best possible time for it, which would be Valkyrie's run, Valkyrie technically has a record. If you take all of his single runs, like a 340, I think I'll say a 340, an 857. So that's already like 14 plus 16. That's like a 30-hour run. If that doesn't burn you out, then my god, are you crazy? Also, that was a very bad Toad's Turnpike. But like, those are the type of runs that I would enjoy doing. It's crazy. And that's why I want to start off small, where I don't have the time. For example, 96 tracks, catch them all. For, as you can see, for the follower goal. Like, it's dumb. But where I have more time and I can actually, like, invest the time into streaming. Where it's not like, oh, I'm doing this run for fun. I'm doing it for a bit more than just fun. Then it'd be cool. But obviously, I'm not just gonna, like, because obviously those long runs have to have break rules. Some of them are just segment runs where I can do them for as long as I want and it doesn't matter. But you've got some like Catchmore, where I've got to do it over a span of 2 days, whilst in guide following the break rules. Which the break rules do say that I could probably have a full 8 hours, probably. I can't remember. I remember when I started the Catchmore, it said that I actually could do a whole run. I could do a whole run. I could do like 8 hours, 9 hours, well, anywhere between 6 and 8. Which I know now I could do 9 in a day, but it would be a struggle. I don't know. See, I had 10 coins, and now I don't. But I remember I could do like a whole day and then like a tiny bit in the morning, because I was expecting the run to go on for a solid like 11, 12 hours. I don't know, long runs always amaze me more than short runs. Like, you could have a really impressive like 16 star, or like you could have a really impressive 48 tracks, like a really fast 48 track run, like the record, the best anyone's ever gonna get, beating like a TAS or something. And then I would be a lot more impressed by an okay 200% run. Just because of the time commitment compared to like all 48 tracks. Like, you might spend more IRL time in 48 tracks. I got itchy nose, damn it. Like, you might spend more time grinding 48 tracks. But the singular amount of time commitment that you have to put into 200% is crazy. Like, you have to sit there for basically 20 hours straight doing a run. Whilst with 48 tracks, you could spend like 20 hours doing a run. Doing runs, not a run. But at the same time, you've had sleep, you've eaten, you've had a break. You probably could have had like a whole week break. Whereas if you're doing a 200% run, that's all going to be done in one sitting. You get no break, you get no, like, oh, I'm just going to take like a week off doing runs. I don't want it. It's a test of willpower. Also, I'm surprised I've only got 5 coins on donut plans. It's mental. This was like that one track I was really confident in getting 10 coins. But oh. See, like, how do I miss all of them and Boo gets like 12 of them? It's dumb, but it's whatever. If you get what I mean. Also, only 45 minutes into the run. I was gonna expect this to be like a lot longer. I was gonna expect to be on like the special cup. Like, by no means is this run impressive, but I was expecting to be a little bit, like, not as far ahead. For 45 minutes, I'm quite happy. I'm actually surprised how many coins I've been able to pick up in the run. I say that and immediately miss a pile of like 5. This run's been chill though. Like, obviously I'm probably just gonna randomly pull out a stupid run, but I usually do these runs just to see if they're fun runs to do. And if they are, I will continue to do them, potentially. Like, Teal Mask is a fun run, but I do it and then I sink it in, and then I really evaluate, do I want to do this run more? If the answer is yes, I will do it on a different day. If not, then I will put it to rest. Like, I'm only 10 minutes off the Teal Mask record. I think I'm like 12, potentially. And I feel like I could improve my time down to like a 1:45. Which is why I would like to run it. And this game is, so far, in the moment type of thing, a good run. Like, I'm happy with it, I'm enjoying it. However, we get to later portions where we get to like the mentality of me in about 2 hours or so, and then I have to think, am I still enjoying this run? If the answer is yes, then I'm still keen to run it more. Then I gotta think of, do I have the motivation to one day wake up and think I want to do a run? If the answer is yes, I'll run it again. Then I'll also be, it'll be like, do I have a lot of improvement and will it be fun to try and improve? If the answer is yes, I'll keep running it. Which is why I think I like Allowance Self Tournament. Because even though things like Registeel and all that were an absolute pain, I still really enjoyed that run. Do I like almost losing a really good pace like 6 hours into a run? No. No, but am I gonna do that anyway? Yes. It's just there are a few checkboxes that I have to actually hit. Because if I enjoy the run, but I wake up and I'm like, I'm gonna run this, and then 2 minutes later I'm like, I don't really want to run it anymore. Even if I know it's gonna be fun, I'm still like, yeah, I don't think I can be bothered running it. Which is kind of where Teal Mask falls. Because I like the Teal Mask run. Teal Mask was fun. I had some challenging fights. Pheasantipity, for example. But trying to actually get a runnable Metacham, Metatype, and also trying to balance. Like, I wake up and I'm like, can I be bothered to run this? Like, the answer is mostly just no. Are you kidding me? Like, I wake up and I'm not that, like, I don't feel like running it. Oh my god, I almost fell over to that thing. That's, again, it is just way Galarian Star Tournament, like, shines. It's like, I do have the motivation to run it, it's just, I don't know why I didn't do this good. It's like, I do have the motivation to run it, it's just, one, I need the time to run it, which is only on a weekend or if I'm off school. Like, that is the only time I can run it, because it's so long. And like, there's some times where I don't have the motivation because I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to get that far in and lose it to trying to catch Registeel, Regice, Regidrago, Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres. Actually, you masterable Moltres. I mean Zamazenta. And it's like, you do like a full any % slog, which I don't mind, to just end up losing it like 6 hours in because they won't get in the ball. Like, that's the motivation that's gone. But I think the other factors hold up way too well for me to just pass down running Galarian Star Tournament. Like, for example, I feel like I would enjoy it a lot more than running Mochi Mayhem. Because with Galarian Star Tournament, you're in and out of the DLC and all that. But with Mochi Mayhem, you're just... It's literally just, you go and catch a Flamigo, you do the whole of any %, then you just do Teal Mask with Flamigo, and then you eventually make your way to the end of your disc. And it just... It's basically just like the first half of it is just any %. Like, there's no fun, oh, I'm in and out of the DLC. It's just, no, I do the any % run. And then I'm out. And then I'm into Teal Mask, where I just blast through the Teal Mask. Then I'm blasting through the Indigo Disc. And then I'm blasting through Mochi Mayhem. All in order, one after another. With the Galarian Star Tournament, is, oh, you start off, do the first like 20 minutes because you can't go to the DLC in the first 20 minutes. And after you reg yourself at Motostoke, it's straight away you're in the Crown Tundra. Mario Kart 8 today? Yes. Mario Kart 8 today because I'm bored. I don't know. But like, yeah, you straight into the Crown Tundra. You get yourself a Suicune, which is pretty cool. Then it's, you go to Nessa and then you go into the DLC. And you're back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, which is a lot more fun than just blast your any %, blast through the Teal Mask, blast through Crown Tundra, and then Mochi Mayhem. That feels like a slog. Perfect answer. Thanks. I was thinking about streaming. I haven't done it in a while. I haven't done like a full run. And I was looking at random runs, and this just seemed interesting. So 96 tracks it is. I wanted one that wasn't too long, that looked fun, and this is the thing that came up. And also, I haven't played Mario Kart in ages. I was kind of feeling the Mario Kart vibe. I was thinking about, like, tomorrow doing a full Catch-em-all run, because why not? For Legends Arceus, and then I realized, one, it's a school day tomorrow. Sounds like a big bet. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but I think I know. No, okay, that's great. But I decided to add it as a follower goal. Because, well, why not? Because I already tried it once. I already tried Catch 'em All once. I got 4 hours in and the power went out. So I already tried it once. So if I do it by will again, I'm scared something's gonna go wrong. And also, it's cool. It was the only thing that I could come to mind to have as a follower goal. I need one more coin. Come on, game. Come on. Yes. No. Okay. Down we go. Hate GCN Shiberland. Such annoying course. The real question is, can we finish Leaf Cup in under an hour? That is the real question. I'm not even streaming for an hour. This is crazy. I can't remember the name of this track. I can't remember if it's the American version where it's Music Park, or if it's... Because I know one of them's called Melody Motorway and one of them's Music Park, and I wasn't paying attention to which one was which. I think this one's Melody Motorway, though. I believe this one's Melody Motorway. Damn. So... I actually don't know the coins in this course. Same with most courses, to be honest. I don't know the coins. Oh, let's go. It doesn't matter because I only need one. And I missed it. Great. And then I have to pick up a different one. I don't know if, like... I don't know what damages me in this course. Like, it is not very often that I play Music Park, Melody Motorway, whichever one it is. I also love how far ahead I usually am. Like, I'm usually so far ahead. No! Which is like the best thing about being able to play on easy CPU. Or COM, whatever you want to call it. Is literally just because I can... Oh my god. It's literally just because I can play on easy COM. No items rule. Stand up to me as items is stupid. Items is dumb. Always has and always will be dumb. Come on, we can start the lightning. We can probably do this in under an hour. I don't remember the fastest way for Yoshi Valley. I believe it's this way. I don't trust myself on this bridge, but I believe it's this way. Like, I do this run... Like, anytime I will do this run, I will always be scared of just falling off that bridge. So this is such a unique course. Just having, like, 4 different ways you can finish a course. Also, actually tracking, like, who's in first is gotta be the craziest thing. That was actually not a bad first time, you know? Yeah, I'm so scared of that. What? I didn't already have 10 coins? I thought I had 10 coins. I think I'm going the fastest way. I'm not too sure. Hey, King Boo. Bye. I'm actually surprised he doesn't push me out of the way. Because he's heavyweight. And I'm medium weight, question mark? I actually don't know what weight class Yoshi is. I think I'm medium weight with Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, some of the Koopalings, the villagers. I know there's a few that I match weight class with. I'm not sure how many though. Well, we did it in 58:37. That is the Leaf Cup. Oh, I just realized we're already on the retros. How much is left? Lightning? 48. Dude, we're about halfway through the tracks already. That's crazy. It's actually crazy how we're already like halfway through the tracks. I forgot Moo Moo Meadows is the first retro. That's crazy. It's crazy we're already on the base game retro tracks. I would actually be crazy if we got under 2 hours for the base tracks. It's looking like it could be possible. Although I say that about everything, and then like it never happens. I could say, oh, I'm gonna finish like 2 seconds. Because that's usually how long it takes. And then no, apparently for some reason it'll be 3 seconds. It's not even like, oh, it's going to take 1 second, which is better. No, it's going to take 3, which is longer. Wow, I'm not even, like, I'm only just hit 10 coins, and I'm about to lose them on it. I much prefer speedrunning games on this Nintendo Switch, because the other day I was doing Magikarp jump runs, and have you ever tried speedrunning on a mobile device? Like having your phone open? Having your phone open and then like... Having your phone open and then like a mirror thing on, having to make a whole new layout, having to like close and delete an app every time you want to open it. Like anytime I wanted to do a friendly run, I would have to delete Magikarp Jump, re-download it for like a potential like 30-second attempt, delete it, re-download it, and it's pain. It's so much more work than just setting up a stream with a nice layout, and then actually like if I want to reset, I just reset the timer, close the game, maybe delete the save data. Like I don't have to wait. Like it takes longer to reset than it does to do a attempt. Like we could just say that. Like running Magikarp Jump Friendly is significantly longer to reset than it is to run. Because again, you've got to close the app, delete the app, re-download the app. Close, delete, re-download. Then you've got to like accept the terms and agreements. Set your date of birth. It's mental. It's mental just how much time a reset takes. All for the fact that you could potentially only do it for like 30 seconds. Because you don't mash enough. You don't get a good food pattern. You miss the shop skip. You don't get jump counter. Because you could just get straight up unlucky and get the sandbag, which won't give you enough jump points. Like, you could genuinely just not get enough points. It's crazy. Or you could just not get the record. Or do the run fast enough. Or like a million different things. This is a course that I actually need to do. I need to kind of focus. Because getting anything good in this course is actually kind of hard. Like this is a hard course because I'm almost through a whole lap and I'm on 1 coin. Like I don't know if this is a particularly difficult track. This could be like the easiest track in the run, but for me this is a particularly hard track. Like I'm deliberately not boosting so I know I at least hit 1 coin in the run. Like I went a whole lap with 1 coin. In some other runs, in some other courses, I get like 6 coins a lap, meaning that I'd have maximum amount of coins in like 2 laps. In this, I doubt I'll get 10 coins throughout the entire run, like the entire race. Like, see, the bump in the road messed me up there. And then I fall, so now I'm back down to 6. So like I hit 9, good, but I'm back down to 6 because I missed and I hit like a 1 pixel thing of the wall. Therefore, I'm not getting 10 coins because there's not enough coins that I can easily obtain. Like for me, this is a really hard track. Like even then, again there, now I'm down to 4. I'll get up to like. I was gonna say I might get up to 5, but nope. Like that is a really difficult course. We Grumble Volcano is mental. Oops. Split lane. But now we're on to Rainbow Road 2. N64 Rainbow Road. I think this is the last in the base game. And then I'm pretty sure we get 3DS. I'm pretty sure we get 3DS Rainbow Road and Wii Rainbow Road. And then those are the Rainbow Roads. This is like one of the only Mario Kart runs where you get like any more than 1. Like you might get 2 Rainbow Roads, but this is like the only run where you get more than 2. You get this game's Rainbow Road, the N64, the 3DS, damn it, and the Wii, which in my opinion are probably the best Rainbow Roads to exist, so I'm quite happy. Obviously, this Rainbow Road is better anyway, because the original N64 Rainbow Road is like a 5-minute race, I'm pretty sure. With this, it's just a 1-lap wonder. Like this is one of those tracks where like it's one whole big loop, but the whole race is set out on 3 different laps. I also wasn't expecting to get many coins there. But now we got Yoshi Circuit. Ooh, I think we got like 4 cups left. 6. Egg crossing Bell. Egg crossing Bell. No, we did leave. There's a cup that I'm missing, and I know there's more than just this. Oh no, lightning. I swear there's a cup I'm missing. I was also tempted to add split images, just so I knew what, just because it would look nicer. But I didn't want to, again, spend so much time adding split images when I could just get straight into the run. Like, it would be so much nicer to just get in. The plan was to start at like 2 PM. And then finish at like 6. Because again, I'm expecting this to take probably no more than 4 hours. But I could just start at like 12. I think it was 12. I don't even know what time it is now. And finish at like 3. Like, it's only 1:30 now. So it was like, oh, it's 1:23 p.m. So I could have started at like, I could have started in 40 minutes. So by the time I was meant to start, I would already be an hour and 40 in. Meaning I would probably finish at about 4:33, potentially. Which would be so much nicer, because it means I could do something else, potentially, at the end of the stream. You know, go live for longer, because I don't get to go live every day, unfortunately. You never know, maybe I can do an SMO any percent. Although I don't think I saved my splits. Which is kind of stupid, but I got a 139. I might be able to do 48 tracks. Like, just a base 48 tracks. I don't know. I'm kind of liking Mario Kart. Mario Kart is at the minute on one of those lists of runs that I was on about earlier. Where, like, it's ticking off every single checkbox at the minute. It's fun to run. I'm an hour in and I don't feel defeated. Although, again, we're not even on the DLC tracks yet. Like, it just feels great, in my opinion. Like, I'm not paying too much focus. Like, I'm kind of just blabbering on about random stuff. But again, that's good because it means I'm not having to... It's not like I have to do Legends Arceus catch 'em all, where it's like, oh, I've got to manage this amount of points and I've got to try and get this item. I've got to try and get this item out of this distortion. If I don't get this item, then I'm screwed and I have to try and get satchels to try and get this item. It's like, I kind of just do it and hope for the best. It's not, I don't need a bunch of prep and I don't have to constantly pay attention to the run. And I don't have to strategize mid-run and change what I'm doing. That's why Blood Oak and Halcree are so good at the run. Even if there is like a solid hour of difference in PB. Although Blood Oak can PB at any minute. Like, Blood Oak could actually PB any minute. Like, he had a really good Coastlands. And he was minus 21 coming out of Coastlands. Like, it wasn't even a gold, I don't think. It was just a minus 21. Actually, it might have been like a few second gold. This is a track I don't expect to get many, if any, coins in the entire track. I mean, I can pick up a few. Pick up a few loose ends, but I don't expect many coins to be gathered in this track. Like, I'm on 2. I'm also still unsure about the brake rules, because it says there's brakes. It says I can take a break. It doesn't say where. It doesn't say how long. It just says I can take a break. Now, I'm not going to be like an idiot and go, oh, I'm going to take a 10-hour break. But I might take like a 5-10 minute break in between base tracks and boost course. Because that's dead center of the run. Like, I'll probably menu to the point where I'm gonna split. I'm gonna lose a ton of time. No, I'm not. Wow, I'm on 8 coins. That's crazy. Well, I'll probably set it all up to the point where I just have to hit A. Because there's a split that says start boost course pass. And I'm assuming where everyone splits to that is when they hit OK on the first track. When they hit A on Paradise Promenade. Or Paris Promenade, not Paradise. So I will pause right before then. The Triforce Cup, that's what I was thinking of. The Triforce, the Bell, the Crossing. Damn, there's one more. No, I've got the other one as well. Oh, and the Egg Cup. But I'll most likely take like a 5-minute break, get some food right before we start booster course. Like, this run seems really long. Like, 96 tracks. Like, it's the original... it's the original 48 plus 48 more. Like, this run seems like it would take a long time. But surprisingly, it doesn't. Like, just under, I think, 3 hours. I think the record was like a 2:49. It's either a 2:49 something or like a 3:49. But under that amount of time, like, it's crazy. Like, it's not long. I think it's under 3 hours. And getting under 3 hours, like, it's one of those runs where it feels like it should be long. Like, it's 96 tracks. Like, usually, for things like Mario Kart DS, you're used to, like, 32. And this is 96. Like, this is the equivalent... The amount of tracks in this run is equivalent to running MK8DX 32 tracks 3 times. Which it equivalents out to 3 hours again. But it's like... It's really not that long. For the amount that you have to do, it seems like a lot. For the time it takes, it isn't a lot. I have a Wii Wario's Gold Mine now. Interesting. We love Wario's Gold Mine. We love it dearly. This is also not a track I expect to get a mini coins on. It's a lot of the later retro tracks that I don't plan to get a ton of coins on. Or I probably... It's not that I don't plan it, it's that I probably won't. Almost like... What? I don't plan to get a lot of coins in Wario's Gold Mine. What do I proceed to get? 10 coins off the bat. Okay. Fine. Now I just seem like an idiot that just lied about not being good at Wario's Gold Mine. When he's actually the best player in the game. It's actually not been a bad Wario's Gold Mine so far. I say that and immediately after I fall. Why do I open my mouth? I literally just said this hasn't been a terrible Wario's Gold Mine so far. Immediately after, not even like 2 seconds after. Like, anyone that watches this on YouTube, go back and check actually how long that was after I said. Like, that was probably like a second and a half after I said this hasn't been a bad Wario's Gold Mine I fall. Still better than I expected though. Like, that gold mine split will probably stick for quite a while. Something that I find really nice about this combo, alongside the fact that it's Yoshi in the Teddy Buggy, is this doesn't require the booster course. Like, you can still competitively run 48 tracks with this. Like, this isn't like there isn't a booster course character that's significantly better than everything. Like, Funky Kong is as good as he was in Wii. like, if Funky Kong was as good as he was in Wii, like, to even compete in 48 tracks, which is completely... Oh, there's actually 5 Rainbow Roads. Oh. But, like, if Funky Kong is as good as he is in Wii, like, for 100%, he is so good in Wii. Like, as much as MK Wii is a horrible 100%, apparently. Even as good as he is in Wii, where, like, he just outperforms everyone, like, no matter what, then 48 tracks wouldn't be for everyone that bought the game. Like, 48 tracks would be, like, a top level would be exclusive to people that bought Boost Course Pass. Oh my god. The only way that they could fix that is if they added a DLC and no DLC. Where, like, they'd have a main board for people who bought the DLC, which would be whatever combo that is, and then a separate leaderboard for people that didn't buy the DLC. Which not only would that be good, but it's also bad in the sense of they wouldn't have a main board thing. Like, you'd almost be forced to buy the Boost Course Pass, which obviously wouldn't be at fault of the moderators of this game, because obviously they didn't balance the characters. But, like, it'd be kind of shame. It would be a shame if you were pretty much forced to buy the Boost Course Pass. Which is why I like when games have good moderators, like Pokemon games. They didn't just say, "Oh no, we can't be bothered adding in no DLC and DLC." Because if you didn't buy the DLC, then you almost certainly couldn't compete at a top level. Because there's like a 6-minute or something difference between any percent and any percent with DLC. I don't know the exact difference. But just imagine if 48 tracks became a DLC heavy run because Funky Kong took over once again. Like, it would just be so funny. It's like, I wouldn't mind it because, well, I used to have the Boost Course Pass because I had the expansion pack for NSO. And then I just bought it anyway because, well, like, it was a good expansion. And I'm not just going to play the first 2 cups and then not play the rest. Like, I feel like I'm missing out if I don't have the full Mario Kart experience. And I was also very tempted to run 96 tracks when it came out. And I actually had the idea of 200% way before the boards had one. Anyway, Triforce Cup. I say we're only gonna be like 10 minutes behind the 48 track record, which I'm pretty sure was like 6 minutes ago. 1:15. I'm pretty sure it was a 1:15 if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, I could be very much wrong. I also like in this game that they added rupees, the Animal Crossing coins, and all that for crossovers. What if you looked up Hyrule on a Google map? Damn it. Would it come up? Is there an actual place in the world called Hyrule? If so, that would be sick. I missed the shortcut. I wanted to see if I could do what you could do on Mario Circuit. Also, not many places you can actually lose coins, apart from the plants in this section right here. Apart from that, there's not many places you can lose coins. I was so waiting to lose rupees there. I was so aiming because literally, I don't remember what cup it was. Wasn't it literally the last race? Warriors Goldmine. Where I jinxed myself. I feel like adding more of a split. I can actually do that in this way. Hang on, let me just add how many. Like, let's just increase how many splits you can actually see. I think this is fine because it shows all the 4 races and it actually shows what cup is now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with this. Someone told me that a good thing to have is always have it halfway. Like, you can see the same amount of splits coming as you can that you've already completed. Which honestly, I don't think they're wrong. Because just having like 20 splits showing and only be able to see the upcoming like 4. Like the upcoming 1 is stupid. So I don't actually think they're wrong by any means. And I think it works for this, especially with the sub-splits of 4 tracks. So now you can see the tracks that we're currently on, plus the next few splits. And I mean, every split will probably get rid of a cup, but it's fine. Like it's been there for almost an hour. Like, we completed the Shell Cup almost an hour ago. About 40 minutes ago. Like, you've had enough of seeing that split properly. What a bad start to Cheeseland. Jesus Christ. Thing is, I hate second runs. Like, because I always have the mentality of if it wasn't perfect, reset. For so many runs. I get that from Legends Arceus's Beat Cleavor. Because if it's not perfect, I might as well reset. Because, I mean, as much as I'm 5th on the board, or 4th, and my time is still a minute, oh my god. Like, my time is a minute and a half from record. Like, if my Beautiflies don't go well enough, like, even if I actually finish them, I'm getting to a point where I have to do them well. And I'm still learning the whole, you have like 2 seconds to run past them if they turn. So I'm 3rd. Like, this is the first time where I've not had a marginable gap between everyone. Which will also disappear in the boost course, the DLC. I was just thinking about Wildwoods, and then I looked at the splits. Because I was wondering, when do I do Wildwoods? And I was looking at the splits, and I'm like, that's the next track. That's literally the next track. Also, I was right. There is no, I was missing Triforce. And I was wondering if Egg was the 4th one. Or what the hell is this? And I fell anyway. Dude, I might actually not win this race. I might not win this race against Easy Comms. Can I just point out that this is Easy Comms? I'm not gonna win a... Wow. Well, I got 2nd in a race against Easy Comms. Well, Cheeseland is my enemy, because that broke the record of getting 1st on every track. On Easy Comms, that's why I wanted it, because it was Easy Comms. And this proves that I'm not that great at the game. Fucking Koopa. And how, like, come on, how? I was literally like a pixel from those coins. And I didn't get 2 of them, I only got 1 of them. The only good thing that's come from this combo is that this feels a lot nicer to use. Probably because I actually, like, use this. I use this when I'm playing on my own sometimes. I mean, I haven't played on my own for a while. mean, well, technically I'm playing on my own right now. But, like, I'm playing on my own, not streaming and not speedrunning. Like, this would actually be something that I would use. I'm also using the black Yoshi for the first time, which I actually really like. I used to either use green, orange, and then sometimes light blue. But I thought I'd go with black because it's more of a, like, not a strain on my eyes, like orange, light blue, or green. And it's kind of nice, you know. I don't know. It feels really, really cool. I like it. I like Black Yoshi. Also, as you can probably tell, I've not got much to talk about. I'm also almost at the end of Crossing Cup already. The fact that these cups are only like anywhere between like 6 and 10 minutes is great because it puts the runs into sections. Like, for example, I would probably die running Breath of the Wild, Hundo, or All Dungeons because it's an open world game and the run's not split into sections. Legends of Arceus does this a tiny bit better with having the different areas. This game does it phenomenally. Mess it up. With the fact that it has 96 tracks. Those 96 tracks are split up into, I still think it's 24 cups. Meaning, instead of having one long segment of like 4 hours, it's 24 segments of like 6 to 10 minutes. So like, this only feels like I've been playing for like maybe 30, 40 minutes. Because it's in those segments. But if they weren't in cups and it was literally just 96 tracks, or I didn't have sub-splits of those different cups, this would probably feel like I've been doing it for like 2.5 hours. So I'm on like a slog of, oh, this is track like 44? I believe this is 43. So I'm like, oh, I'm on a slog of this is 43 of 96. But those 96 tracks are split up into 2 sections of 48, which are also split up into oh no, that was race 44, this is 45. But those 2 sections of 48 are split into like, I think 12 cups of 4. So I'm almost done with the 12 cups of 4, which means I'm also almost done with the one set of 48 I mean. So then I'll start the second section, which will be like the 13th set of 4 and the second set of 48, which is so much nicer for my mental, other than just 96 splits of 96 tracks. Especially if they were numbered. If I had like track 1 this, track 2 that, like, I would just be so defeated already. Like, it's probably something small to most runners, but this really helps me enjoy this run more. With the fact that it's split into, again, 1 set of 96, 2 sets of 48, and 24 sets of 4. I believe it's 24 sets of 4. But it just helps so much to enjoy this run. Because then the time flies by so much quicker. Obviously, this cup's going to feel a bit slower because this has got Super Bell, Subway, and Neo Bowser City, which I'm not particularly good at. As you can see, because I'm only at 3 coins. The coin count really portrays how good I am at each of these cups. tracks. Also really need to stretch my legs. I'm tempted to just stand up and do the next like 3 races standing up. Yeah, I'm gonna stretch my legs. Thing is, I'm wearing jeans because I thought I'd get changed, and they're like the only thing I can really get changed into. Also, by the way, we are not on a good pace for record, if anyone is wondering. It's like I wasn't planning on record anyway, because obviously first run. But like, I would suspect we're like 10-ish minutes behind. It'd actually mean we're only on like a 3:01 pace. Something like that, I don't know. Maybe like a 3:05, 3:07. Which isn't bad for being halfway through the run. But then again, you've got to realize that we've got another 48 tracks coming up that I'm not too good at doing. Like, I've probably done a full run through of these tracks maybe once or twice. Maybe a few extra times, because I remember I was running DLC Wave 1 a bit. And I got like a 16, 15 minute time. For both of the cups, not just the Golden Cat or the Lucky Cat. We also get Shroom Ridge soon, which is kind of cool. Get to play Shroom Ridge. That's in like 9 races? No. About 9. We got, well, about the last bit of Ribbon Road. But then we got 2, 4, about 6 or 7 races. Which I love Shroom Ridge. I used to time trial Shroom Ridge. Like, time trialing Shroom Ridge was so much fun. Oh, what the hell? I'm actually gonna like leave a time. Like, I'm gonna check the time when I break. I'm gonna check the time on my phone, so I know that if I'm allowed to take breaks, which it says I am. Like, I'm not gonna spend too much time. I'm gonna spend a maximum of 5 minutes on a break. Because again, I'm a bit skeptical on how they work, because it's not like, it doesn't say a set time of how long I'm allowed to have a break for. It just says you're allowed to have a break in between crossing the finish line and before Lakitu starts counting down for the next race. And I believe you're allowed to in between starting the next DLCs. But it's like, why? This run I don't feel is long enough to need breaks. Like, obviously not many people are used to runs being this long. Which obviously is a community thing. But it's like, from games that I see, most runs don't get breaks unless they're like anywhere between like 6+ hours. And this runs 3. This runs half of that. So personally, I don't see a need for a break. That's dumb. Literally not even 2 seconds after I hit 10 coins. But yeah, I don't see a need for a break in the run. Obviously, it's community. I'm not part of the MK Speedrun community at all. Like, I've not got a submitted run. Nothing like that. But like, most runs will, again, say, you can have this much break. These many breaks with this much break time. But we have the last track of the main DLC, and this is going to come in at about a 142. I won't be splitting at the same time that the 48 track one ends, because it doesn't line up with the splits that I've been doing. The time ends like as soon as you cross the finish line. Can you? But like splitting at that time is very awkward, so I just split when it starts moving. Which it won't do for this, I don't think, because this is the last track in the 48 segment. Also, 48 tracks also isn't a bad run, surprisingly. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it is. Like, I thought this would be the slog and it wouldn't get exciting until, like, the end of the run, like the second half. Surprisingly, this part's been fun. And ending on a banger like Mute City. Big Blue, not Mute City. I always got the two names mixed up. Trust me, I play F-Zero. I don't play F-Zero. I don't play F-Zero. I only know these from Mario Kart. I need one coin. I needed one coin. So that is a 139, 42, 46, 48 tracks. A 139, 42. I'm gonna split with that. What was it? A 149, 52. Let me write down a 149, 50. I was 700 points. Let me just write down 149, 52. I think that was it. But we're just gonna quickly get it ready again. No teams, no items. Easy, yeah. I'm gonna quickly take a break. So it's 55. I don't know what I need to do for the breaks. Let me quickly check. By pressing the home screen button. By leaving the game idle in between races. I'm gonna assume this is allowed. So it's, well, I say we've been for about 30 seconds, so I'm gonna quickly go for pee, grab some food, and then I will be back. So yeah, give me like 2 seconds. Alright, so I got some crisps. I'm just gonna eat them. Okay. You can go one after another. So we can spend a little time on this break. just in case, obviously, I misread the break rules. I'm actually going to give you a preview of the tracks. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm not, because the game has to be in an idle state. So actually, no, I'm not. You get to see these fall. Also, Toad Circuit is a track I used to be like top 13 in when the DLC first came out. So, just a fun fact. I bet you can hear me eating. Right now, I don't know. I just realized I wrote 1:39:52 for my 48 tracks, but I split like 10 seconds, 20 seconds late, and that's still shorter. So it's like 42. Or even 32. I think the worst part about this run, in my opinion, is the fact that we get no downtime, really. Which might be why they added this break. Question mark. But, yeah, we're getting no real downtime. And the only real downtime you get is each track loading. But that's only like a few seconds where you don't really get to do much. Which is pretty sad. Something that would have been really cool is if, for the last booster course, instead of like Acorn or Spiny Cup, they added like the Wonder Flower Cup. They added like the Wonder Flower Cup, which would be a sneak peek into Wonder. Obviously, I think it would have had to have been instead of like Cherry or Boomerang or something. Like, anyway, from Boomerang to Cherry. Because I'm pretty sure Wonder came out before Spiny Cup did. Or maybe it was just there and then it was like the last thing to come out. I think it would have been really cool if they added Wonder Flower Cup before Wonder came out. Like, we sat there in 2022 with the booster course coming out, and it said the Spiny Cup. So we were gone for like 8 minutes. Or like 7, actually. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna go back just so I can start the timer. But, yeah, if we did like... If there was like a Wonder Flower Cup, and then it came out, that would have been really cool. I think, anyway. I just realized I'm kind of grease on my hands. I also didn't get a drink. But now we're in the DLC. A lot more cooler tracks. I also love this kind of art style, like the more simplistic one. Like, it really shines on the next track, Shroom Ridge, like the art style, which everyone was hating on, but I really like DLC's art style. In my opinion, anyway. This track's really cool, really good, because this is the last, like, it's one of the only tracks where you start with 5 coins, which is good because I'm not good at collecting coins. And it's also good because I'm actually kind of decent at collecting coins in Toad Circuit. Also, if my break was too long, my break was 7 minutes. If I forget to say how long that is in the run description, like I might say the start and end time, but that's how long it is. It was about 7 minutes. Also, I'm pretty sure I was meant to go on the other 2 laps through this way. I'm like 99% sure it was faster. Feels kind of weird to be doing this track an hour and 42 into a run. Because it's like one of the tracks you should be starting with, but no, it's like the 49th track you're doing in this run. Oh my god. I'm very uncomfortable right now. I need to get comfortable again. So this track, I actually kind of know the coins. Like, you can see the art style a lot better in this track. And after everyone was complaining, I'm like 99% sure they started to like remove it. It also feels weird because I feel like the characters shine more. I feel like Yoshi shines more under this lighting than he would in base 48. But as you can see, I actually know this track really well. Maybe I could try and pull up my old Ghost. I like a 200 oh my god, 200 cc, and it was like a really good time, I believe. I feel like this gold's gonna stick up for a while because that was actually a really good Toad Circuit. Choco Mountain. The art style also really shows in this level. It's like a much more simplistic and basic art style. Which I believe suits this game. And just Mario Kart a lot more. Like a lot of simplistic textures. More plasticky feel. Instead of the going for a kind of real life look. Like a kind of more realistic look. I don't know, the DLC just makes me feel happy. Like, as much as it's harder to run DLC than it is base 48, it's like a good gateway into like the art style and the fact that all these new tracks really adds an oomph into the run. Because if I was running 96 tracks that are like not new, that have been in the game since 2017, I would definitely feel like, yeah, this is gonna be just a slog category. But like, the new art style, the fact that these tracks have only been released for like 2 years, really freshens up the run when it starts to get down. Like, I feel like 48 different tracks for the base game is like significantly, like, it's a lot, but it's a good amount. And then the DLC really oomphs it with like a whole different fresh coat of paint, especially for Mario Kart 8. Oh no, got coconut mold. Wait, what coconut mold? I'm really happy that they chose probably some of the best Wii tracks to come into the Booster Course Pass. Like, they could have done some really bad Wii tracks Okay. See what I mean? Like, I had a really good lead, and now it's gone. Because of that stupid fountain. Yeah, they picked some really good Wii tracks, like Coconut Mall, DK Summit, or DK Jungle Pass, something, I don't know. The snow one with the cannon. There's another one I can't think of. Oh yeah, Wii Rainbow Road. Like, they definitely picked some banger tracks to go into this Booster Club Pass. I was actually tempted to make the 96 track run just a standard DLC 48. Where it's like, nah, screw it. There's no point in just doing the base game and not doing the DLC as well. Like, as good as the DLC is, I feel like it's also kind of lost without the base track. And also, 96 tracks is not going to be nearly as popular of a category as 48 or 48 with DLC. I actually feel like we were only a few seconds behind there, like 4-ish seconds. What was that, like a 7:30 golden dash? What cup is the Merry? I don't know what it's called. Merry. There's like a. There's like a. There's like a snow level with like a train. Merry. I'm trying to think of the name. It's like a brand new track. Merry Express. It's in the next cup, I think. I think it's in Turnip. What the hell? I'm on last lap already? Jesus Christ. Yeah, these tracks go so quick that I didn't even know I was on the last lap. Which was funny because I was about to go the lap 2 way for Tokyo Blue. Because obviously the tour tracks added the like, oh, go this way, and all that. And like, the race changes mid, like the direction or the path changes mid race. Yeah, this is Shroom Ridge. This is the one I wanted to do. This is probably one of my favorite DS tracks. Or maybe one of my favorite they added into this DLC. Apart from, I don't know, I wasn't a massive fan of Waluigi Pinball. Like, I'm like any normal person that wanted Waluigi Pinball. But like, when it comes to actually driving Waluigi Pinball, I don't think it was that great. Like, it missed the dynamic feel that it had when racing on the DS. Like the camera swerving in and out. Like, I just don't think I got that on Waluigi Pinball. At least on the Switch. Like, I love Waluigi Pinball, like, personally I love it. Hate taxis. Hate taxis as it is. It's like, it's gotta be one of the worst jobs in the world, honestly. A coin? Nope, that is a racer. I forgot this wasn't time trials. Nope, I'm about to get hit. See? What is this game? Like, and then I miss all of those coins. Like, the only reason I'm on 8 coins right now is because I picked up Peachette's coins. I was on Mushroom Ridge, it's Shroom Ridge. Or I don't know if I was saying... I don't know which one I was saying. The display did. Turnip, Propeller, and Rock Cup is left. Those are the only cups left. No, they're not the only cups left. There's so many more. I said those are the only cups left. We're only on the second cup of the DLC. Yeah, there's like 10 more after this. Yeah, I don't know what I'm on about. I'm losing my mind. Oh no. I've kind of enjoyed this run so far. The fact that we're almost done with the first wave of DLC in under 2 hours is actually kind of crazy. Like, I can't lie to you. Kinda madness. I messed it up. Okay, that's fine. Move, Peachette. No more Mr. Scooty. Oh, no, no, no. That is beginner strats. In fact, I doubt that's even beginner strats anymore. I wonder if the Teddy Buggy suits all races now. I feel like it does. Again, I missed the skip. I feel like the control... Because that was the problem with Roy and the Biddy Buggy. Was that it just had horrible control. Like, the control on that thing was... It was out of this world horrible. It was horrendous. It was not fun to drive. Like, my boy was fast, but it was not fun. Which is why... Oh, damn. Which is why Waluigi on the Mr. Scooty became popular. What is this game? Yeah, that's why that became popular for runs, was because it was such an easier vehicle to use compared to Roy and the Biddy Buggy. And I'm pretty sure I even had the record at one point. I think I had it was either the 200 or the 150cc item record. But I feel like this combo has some good handling. Like, I feel like this combo doesn't need the... Oh, this is the fastest. But we need an easier variant for new runners to use. Because the control in this is good. I don't know if I'd say it's as good as Waluigi... I was going to say Waluigi Wiggler. I don't know if I'd say it's as good as Waluigi... Mr. Scooty. But it was definitely... got some good... I'm not a... Definitely some good handling on it. If you look at that handling, it's crazy. I thought of a project. It's quite a while ago, actually. So there's this video that I watched that they used every single kart combination in Mario Kart, and it took them like 9 hours. They used every single body with every single tire with every single glider, and I thought, well, yeah, that's fun and all, but why not do every single glider with every single tire with every single body with every single character with every single character edit style on every single course? Like, not only is that every single body combination, it's also every single character combination, including every style of Yoshi and Shy Guy, every style of Link, Villager, Inkling. Like, you may think, oh, just the boy and the girl of Inkling doesn't add much. That adds like 48 tracks. Like, times 8,000 or something like that. Like, that's crazy. It's not like, oh, you're just using every single combo and character on one track. No, you're using that combo 48 times across 48 different tracks, so you can't just pick like baby Park and just do that one. No, you have to do like N64 Rainbow Road. Like, you have to do some of the longest. You will have to do the longest track in the run. Like, that's 100% if I've ever seen it. If you wanted to go even further, you could have all of that included on every single CC, which would include all of that I just mentioned, times that by 4, and then also add like so much more time onto it, because you're also doing 50 and 100 CC. And then whether you decide to do it in 200 or not means that you could either add more time or you could lose time. Because if you're used to running in 150cc, then it'll add less time because you already you've never played in 200cc, and that's faster. So it would feel shorter. Whereas if you already played in 200cc, it's going to feel shorter because you're adding in 150 and mirrored, for example. Like, mirrored and 150 would feel the exact same because that's what they run in. I don't know, I just like the blabber on about like funny but like really long projects. It would also take longer than I initially would expect, because when I first thought of this, it was before the DLC, so it wouldn't even be 48 times, it would actually be 96 times, included the like 12 characters that they actually added on. Crazy. Like, it would be the same combo 96 times whilst changing the glider and then running that combo 96 times. And then changing the glider once and then changing that 96 times for like I didn't split. For a solid amount of time. Before then you can eventually change. Before you can eventually change the tires and then run with that combo again 96 times. And then change the glider and then change the glider and then do that like 36 times. And then you get to change the wheels once. And then you can change the glider 96 times. After 96 races. Like, it would be such a long project. It would get really tedious really quickly. I would love to name a character, a category after that. Add a command, and that command just says, use every single kart combo with every single character edit style on every single track, on every single CC. Like, I feel like it would just be so much fun to do. Like, it would take like 3 years to do. Like, they could probably release Mario Kart 9 before you finish doing that. Oh, so that was Calamari Desert. Oh my god, we did it on the dot for 2 hours. Oh, so that's the 2-hour mark. And here we go, here's the boy, there's Waluigi Pinball. There he is. Let's see if what I said about the camera change is true. Where the like the dynamics of the camera. I mean, it does change quite a bit. I just don't think it felt the same as it did on the DS. Like, I just think on the DS, like, I missed every single one of this. That makes no sense. I just think on the DS, it had such a nice touch to it. Like, it was classic because I'm 99% sure it was the first time Waluigi was in, oh my god, a staple Mario Kart game, and they had an amazing track. Like, this is definitely one of the more broader tracks for at least Mario Kart DS. Obviously, for nowadays, this isn't much. I think it just hit different on the DS. Like, I like driving through this track, but it's not one that... It's not a track that just wows me. Or at least not as much as I would like it to, for what it is. Like, I know that's a hot take, but like... Okay, that's dumb. It's like, I know it's a hot take, saying that Waluigi Pinball, like, isn't the greatest track in the game right now. But it's like, you've got to think about how much different this track would have been in, like, 2008, probably, when the game came out. And, like, these dynamic camera movements, insane. Compared to now, this just feels like a lower budget version of, like, Big Blue or Mute City. Which we already did both of them, what, about 20 minutes ago? Oh, Waluigi Pinball. Still brilliant track. This is also probably one of the longest cups so far. No, so I missed my first split in there. I'm reading this as Sydney Sprint does not seem like the right name. Like, it just doesn't seem like the right name. What would be kind of dumb if I'm not allowed to submit one run for 2 categories, is that essentially if you want to have a good, like, if you wanted to do one day to set aside and just run and get a time for 48 tracks, base and DLC, and get a 96 track run, you have to do base, like a base 48 and a DLC 48, which add up to a 96, and then do a 96 on top. And it's like, it'd be so much better if I could just do a 96, split the 2 runs, so they upload 3 videos, one of the raw 96, and then one with the 96 with the 48 DLC is cut off, and then the other one with the base is cut off. Like, it seems like a lot of work, but trust me, it's much better than spending, like, an inconsiderable amount of time running 96, and then 2 48s after that. Because you could run 96, and then have 2 48s that the total time together would equal better than your previous run. I hate Sydney Sprint. Hope the audio is fine though. I just looked over and it's like the gameplay is actually pretty loud compared to my voice. Which, I mean, it's fine. I might turn my voice up ever so slightly. Okay, now we've got Propeller Cup. After this is kind of where I stopped running the individual DLC waves. After Sky High Sunday. So these tracks after that are going to be like very new to my brain. Which I think is good that I can get about maybe 60% of the rundown before my mind starts going places. Which which is why I might potentially do just a regular 48 DLC after this. But then I have to try and find splits to download, and I don't want to... I don't think there's any on there, and then I have to make them myself. The only thing I could think of is downloading the 96 tracks again, and then deleting the first 48 splits. Which, I mean, could be good, but, like, I don't know if I can actually be bothered doing that. This is such a short track, I can lap so many people. Obviously, if I don't go too wide on that icy section. Like, I just passed Wiggler. It didn't look like Wiggler, but I just passed Wiggler. And BJ. I lapped 5 people in that race. I'm actually tempted to potentially take the catch-em-all, which is the follower goal, down and change it with something else, because I kind of just want to do it anyway. Like, when I put things as follower goals, I kind of feel like you're putting them as like a punishment, almost. Like, I get it, some people, because like, if I really wanted to do catch-em-all, I wouldn't put it as a follower goal, I would just do it. So it makes it seem like it's a punishment that I don't want to do. That would be really funny making me do. Because it's like, haha, I have to sit there now for like 11 hours doing a run. But it's like, well, no, because if I wanted to do it, I'd just do it. I wouldn't put it as a follower goal. Which is what makes it really weird. Which is why I don't presumably like having follower goals. But then obviously it increases viewer interactivity and all that. And could get me some followers along the way. To eventually hit getting a sub button. But it's just like... having a sub goal that says do catch-em-all makes it seem like I don't want to do catch-em-all. Which I do want to do catch-em-all. And it could be a while before I actually get the opportunity to do it. Especially if it's a follower goal. Hate Sky High Sunday so much. Well, something else that I didn't check is Ninja Hideaways from Tor. And when it first came out, there was no like you know, like on tracks where it says like, oh, DS Grumble Volcano or Wii Grumble Volcano. It didn't have that. It didn't say like, oh, Tor Ninja Hideaway. It just said Ninja Hideaway. And apparently it's from Tor. I mean, I didn't play Tor enough. That's dumb, honestly. I didn't play Tor enough to know if that's the case. I wasn't like, I grind Super Mario Kart Tour. Like, the only reason why I play these tracks is because they're part of 48 tracks in 96. And like, there are only some, like Tokyo Blur, Paradise Promenade, Vancouver Velocity, maybe Roma Vanti. But there are only a few, like a handful of these tour tracks that I actually like. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Athens Dash. That was a horrible Sky High Sunday, by the way. I hated every minute of that. That took over 2 minutes. Ooh, London Loop. I'm not a massive fan of London Loop though. Like to be totally honest, I'm not a huge fan of London Loop. Like, I know this is meant to give the business feel, because obviously it's the big city. And usually the big city is like very grey. But I'm honestly not a fan of London Loop. Like, for what it is, it's good. Like, it gives a good representation of London, but like, personally, I don't like drag. And the other thing about the tour tracks is that they change mid-race, which means that when you're doing time trials, you can't just compare the 3 laps. Like, for example, in Toad Circuit, the one for the DLC, when I used to run that, I could compare my 3 laps and see which one was like the fastest lap. And I can't do that on things like London Loop because the track changes, therefore altering how long each lap will take, which is absolutely stupid. Like, for a speedrunner standpoint in time trials, I now, instead of being able to compare to my own, I just have to guess that that's good, or guess that I had a good lap, or take a picture of my previous times. Or if I want to compare to like a record, I have to actually pull up a record instead of being like, okay, well I know that out of all of these 3 laps, there are 2 that have like potential to be good. It's like, instead of just practicing the same lap 3 times on a time trial, I have to practice 3 different sections that I can only do once in a time trial. And if I keep resetting on lap 1, then I won't get to lap 3. And then I'll be too rusted on lap 3. It's like Boo Lake, for example. It's just the same lap 3 times. Meaning I can practice the same lap 3 times in one time trial. If that makes sense. Again, I've been blabbering for most of this run, but it's like, it's something like, you don't need to go word for word on the tour tracks. It's like, to be honest, I don't know anyone that wanted them in the game in the first place. Like, they could say, oh, it could mean that the tour players can move over and play some of their favorite tracks, or giving life to our new tracks, but it's like, yeah, but not many people play tour religiously enough to care. And if you wanted the players from tour to move over to actual Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, if they really wanted to play Mario Kart that bad, they would have already bought it. It's like 99% of the people who played tour already played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as it is, and we only played it for things like, there's actual exciting characters in there. For example, King Bobon, DK Jr. Like, there were so many cool characters that they could have added. Like, this booster course pass, we could have had like 50 new characters. Again, King Bobon would have been good. Koopa would have been like the King Koopa, not King Koopa. Like, a specific type of Koopa that I'm not thinking of. Like, Mario Kart could have had so many characters added. We know we got like 6. And it's not like they can't come up with new ones. They've got a whole franchise worth of characters to come up with. It's dumb. Again, I just blabbered on and just started talking. Mostly because I don't really have to pay attention for this cup either. Or potentially Moon Cup. I know that Moon Cup's about halfway through. Because I'm assuming the cups go in like a row. Like the top row and then the bottom row. Which would mean that the next cup is about halfway. Which honestly isn't bad. A question that I would actually really like to try though is can you have sub-splits and sub-splits? I would guess not. But it'd be kind of cool if you could just... if you had sub-splits to see how long each cup took. But you also had sub-splits to see how long the DLC portion of the run's been taking. I think that would be a lot more fun. A lot more beneficial. Because the only thing I know is that basically I've got to go from 140 and count up, which I don't even know what that is. Like 40 minutes? Which, to be playing the DLC for about 40 minutes is crazy. Or it's actually almost 40. Wow, thought the game crashed then. Oh, that's scaring the shite out of me. Not even joking, if the game crashes, what do I do? What do I do if the game crashes? Because I'm right in the middle and like that's 40 minutes of the run gone if I have to restart the DLC tracks. What the fuck, man? I like how the live split abbreviated the last track to 3DSRRM. I actually like this art style for Maple Tree Way too, to be fair. Like again, it's got that simplistic art style. It's got that simplistic, but they've been adding more textures in. Like, I feel like this is definitely a brilliant looking track. Don't you fucking think about it. This race is also a lot more scary in Wii, and this is also a brilliant Wii track to bring. Like again, I think they did a brilliant job picking Wii tracks to bring over into this. I definitely stopped drifting way too late there. Oh, way too early. I don't want to go over. Nope. What the hell? Flip. I remember when that bridge with it and like the little tree stump used to be a wobbly bridge. I'm also pretty sure they had Maple Treeway in 3DS, which is probably where this came from. This probably didn't come from the Wii version. This probably came from the 3DS version. Merry Mountain, that was the name of the course. And then we get 3DS Rainbow Road. I actually really like this cup. Peach Gardens and Rainbow Road. And I don't mind Berlin Byways. I don't like Merry Mountain. Like, at all. I have to be honest with you. Like, not at all. Ah, I did not realize I had to go all the way around there. So, this is probably where I start to go kaboom, especially on the tour tracks. On the tour and the new tracks, this is where I start to go cuckoo. Like, am I going that way? Yes, I am. Like things like Vancouver Velocity, Rome Avanti, and Athens Dash. Don't be surprised if I like do horribly. Because I will. That's just, it's just a known fact that I will do badly. Probably after like my 100th attempt at these, I'll probably still be absolute horrible. I'll probably be worse than this attempt. Although Berlin Byway's actually got a banging tune. I don't remember the track, but it's got a banging tune. I'm also surprisingly bad at it. I'm on 5 coins right now. I'm about to be on 6. No, I'm not. I'm not, because apparently I missed that. What the hell? I just lost more coins. That was quite cool though. I'm actually gonna... I actually made it to 6 coins. Jesus Christ. That way. Ready? Nope, not even 7. Definitely not faster to go that way. Ready? 8, 8, 8, 8, 9. Oh my god. No, 9. No, 8. What the fuck? I... See, it didn't even let me get to 10 right at the end of the race. What was that? Bit of an early split, but who cares? We're almost 2.5 hours into the run. This is going a lot better than I expected. The fact that we're almost halfway through the DLC tracks, and we're only like, we're probably gonna be like not even 2 hours 30 into the run by the time it gets halfway through the DLC tracks. Which would be fucking amazing, honestly. Like, not even joking. Go. Like, that'd actually be pretty cool. We're most likely going to, because normally tracks take about, well, from the time that I mentioned it, we had about like 7.5 minutes, and we're already through one track as it is. That would mean we have 30-ish. Fucking it, this game. We'd have about 30-ish minutes until 3 hours, which is where the record is. I will most definitely not be doing another one. I mean, there's a chance that I could do another one, depending on when this one finishes. This one finished at about... yeah, probably not. We're almost... No, we're almost 3 o'clock. That's fucking bullshit. If I can finish this one by... like 3. Like, what time is it? 2:26. 2:40. No, we're not gonna finish by 3. If I finish by like 4... If I finish by like 4, then we'd have... That's an hour and 20. Or an hour and 15. So if I could finish by like 3:45, which would be last on the boards, I'm pretty sure. It don't matter, but like, for comparison, I would have enough to do another one until like... I don't think I'd have enough. I might have enough to do a DLC 48 or like a regular 48, but I don't think I'd have enough time to do a whole 96 tracks again. Like, we're not even halfway through the main tracks. Like, even though finishing at 4 is a reasonable time, I've also got to take into consideration actually doing the run again. And I'd have to shave off so much time for it to be worth doing another run and actually finishing in a reasonable amount of time. Like, the reason that I started so early was that I could finish in a reasonable amount of time, which most likely won't happen if I do another one. Like, I want to see how long this DLC is, because this DLC track thing is really where my time save is going to be. So I might just do like a regular DLC 48. For example, I lost so much unnecessary time on Peach Gardens and Merry Mountain already, and we're not even on lap 3. Also, I hate driving Merry Mountain when it's not Christmas. Because you've got the candy cane, you've got the presents, you've got the sleigh and all, and it's like... Yeah, we're ways away from that in real life. Like, in real life, we're still like almost 10... We're almost 9 months away. We're longer than 9 months away from that whole thing. Anyway, this is the 4th Rainbow Road of the run. We've done the original. We did N64. We did a different one that I can't remember. And this is 3DS Rainbow Road. Oh yeah, we did N64, this game's Rainbow Road, and then the original Rainbow Road. So this is our 4th Rainbow Road of the run. And it's funny because this is slap bang in the middle. So this is 24th race, which is exactly slap bang in the middle of the DLC. And then our last one is literally the last race of the entire run with Wii Rainbow Road. So not bad, not bad. Whoa. I can't remember if this is just one big lap. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, okay. Kind of sad that this is whole just one big lap because this is a really good race. Like, if you compare this to this game's Rainbow Road, I'd much rather do this Rainbow Road 3 times than do this game's Rainbow Road 3 times. Like, without a doubt in my mind, I'd rather do this 3 times. This 3 laps. Even if it added like a minute onto this run, I wouldn't even care. Like, I genuinely wouldn't care. But now, in this amount of time, we are officially halfway through the DLC. We have 24 out of the 96 races left. We have done like 72. We've done about 72 of the 96 tracks in under 2.5 hours, because we only just hit 2.5 hours. That's pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy if you ask me. The fuck? Dude, I'm hating Amsterdam Drift. Why is Amsterdam even in, like, this game? I think this is... I wouldn't say this is one of the worst tour tracks. This is actually... This isn't a bad one, but, like, it's a hard one to do it right. It's fun to do it, it's hard to do it right. The funny thing is that I probably got a message like an hour ago that I haven't replied to because I've been too busy doing this. No, surprisingly not. I'm actually surprised that all weekend one of my friends hasn't asked me to play with him yet. Usually he does every day. I might play with him later, honestly. Oh, I think my mum wanted to do my room. There's like a blue box. It's like the last thing we gotta go through in this room. Of shit to throw out. It's one of the last. Because, like, I'm doing a massive decluttering of this room. There's like a massive black cage, as I've already said before on stream. And that's now gone and replaced with like a tiny shelf. The will get bigger. So there's gonna be like a bunch of black boxes just in my room. And it'll be there basically until my mum can buy me a bigger pair one. Well, then it should be able to all fit. But that cage thingy could fit so much crap on it, it was unreal. Although it already fell on me once. I was turning on my, the plug that turns on, like, the switch and all that crap. And basically what happened was I had to put my hand on the side of it. And the whole thing fell on top of me. It fucking hurt at first. And then there was building it back up. Building it so that I couldn't knock it over. And the fact that it just takes up so much room. Like, I had no room to move my chair. It made my room look really cluttered and full. I didn't split again. And now I've got like this tiny thing. It's like tiny chest of drawers. Which is, it's just temporary, but it's really good. I was thinking about painting it, and then I realized that there's no point. God, running this is gonna be pain. I was watching like I can't remember what, I think it was a Twilight Princess runner. Or a Galaxy runner, actually. Play Mario Kart. And he's actually pretty good. Considering he's a Galaxy runner, I think. He's either a Twilight Princess or a Galaxy runner. Go. Go. I completely screwed that up. Oh my god, I don't even care that I lost my drift. How the fuck did I lose that? Yeah, I definitely might do a DLC 48 after this. How am I already 234? What the fuck? I just noticed the time and I'm like, shit, 234 already. I just had a mind blank. Fuck. I literally was thinking, I was like, yeah, I'm only like 210 in, and I'm looking at the time, and it's only just clicked that I'm 234 in. What the Jesus Christ. I scared the crap out of myself. God, I've been doing this for a while. Although we're coming up on the time that I took for the first time that I did a 48, which was a 240, like 6, 44, 43. I was actually tempted to buy, like, something that is happening is that I'm selling like a few games. I'm hoping it actually makes like at least a decent bit of money. And I'm thinking about putting it towards a new game. And I have so many options, like Mario vs Donkey Kong. I've always had Detective Pikachu in my mind, although I know that game is horribly bad. What the fuck, man? There's so many like options that I have. Like Yoshi's Crafted World or Woolly World, whichever one's on the Switch. I think it's Crafted. But I just can't seem to pick one game that I could potentially buy. Because again, when it comes to buying games, I think about, is it fun to run? Or could it be fun to run? Like Speedrun, is it fun to play? Is it fun to play casually? Is it fun to run? Does it have interesting enough categories? Does it have like a short category I can grind and a really long one to run? The replayability and how big the speedrunning community is. Like, I think about so much when it comes to buying a game. Because primarily I beat it and then it just becomes a game in my backlog that I'll either speedrun a lot or I'll speedrun eventually. Like Kip in the Forgotten Land, I bought that for the intention of speedrunning. And I did a tiny bit. Not very much. And I almost 100%'d that. I 100%'d it enough that I liked. It was all bar a few figures that I needed to beat the like Z League or whatever it's called. Ultimate Cup Z. That's like, it's like 20 minutes to do and you can very easily die on the last fight. It's like you have to coin farm to get maximum amount of time with attack and damage and all that. Crap. Then also get a maximum amount of coins so you can constantly retry it if you lose. As well as doing it fast enough to the point where you have enough time for like boosted attack even if you die. And then you've also got to make sure that you never lose more than 1 HP bar. Because if you're not full HP then your thingy doesn't work. So you've always got to make sure you have at least the second health bar active. And then you've also got to have the patience to reset if you don't have enough time. And that's like 30 minutes, that's 30 minutes of time to just get back to where you were. Because you have to do it, spend like 20 minutes doing it, failing, and then having to spend like another 20 minutes getting to that boss again. But for a game that I'm gonna buy, I think I'm gonna go with Mario vs Donkey Kong. I want to see probably an 80% run first, though. And a 200%. And a 100% run. Because, like, 100%... no, 80%'s, like, just under 2 hours in casual. I don't remember what it's called. The other one is, like, about 3, I think. Oops, I moved on my phone. But for casual, it's, like... just under 2 hours. Which is a good length for a run, and I hope that the 100% is like 8-9 hours. I'm pretty sure someone quote unquote did it in like, what the fuck, I didn't even let go of the thing. I think someone quote unquote did it in like 7. Although I think they were confused on whether it was 100% or not. Something that's like really good about this run as well is I don't need a route, so I'm not constantly like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. It's just open it up, record/stream, and I don't have to look back and forth on a route. I kind of just have to do the tracks as fast as I can, which has surprisingly been pretty fast. Now I know to like the record holder it's not that long. Because the record holder is coming up on the end of the run. In like 10 minutes. And I've still got like 4 cups to do. But I don't think it's going to be that bad, you know. If I had to guess, I'd say probably about 3... I want sub 330. It seems possible. You might have been able to tell that I haven't done a prediction. Because usually I'm like multiple hours off. But I'm genuinely starting to think that sub 330 is possible. Which actually wouldn't be a bad place on the boards. Like, it's actually not that bad. This is another good track. That I also burnt out. This also isn't a bad track. It was also in Wii. But obviously it's not brought from Wii. It's brought from GCN. Hence why on the splits it says GCN Waluigi Stadium. Which would mean double dash. What the f... I'm pretty sure GCN is double dash. Also, something else is that we were all waiting for Mario Kart 9 like ages ago. Like, obviously, we have the Boost Course Pass, so we're not expecting Mario Kart 9. But when have they ever released a Mario Kart 9, 2 Mario Karts on the same home console? Since when? Never. They released Super Mario Kart on the SNES. Then they did 64 on the 64. Then they did Super Circuit on the GBA. I don't remember what was after that. I believe it was DS. Even then, they did DS on the DS. They did 7 on the... Or maybe it was GCN. They did Double Dash on the GameCube. They did Wii on the Wii. They did 7 on the 3DS. And they did 8 on the Switch. Now, I might be missing one. But so far, that's no Mario Kart game that's been on 2 consoles. They've all been on different mainline Nintendo consoles. GCNWS. Now, this track, as you all know, first of all it says in the splits, second of all it said when we were loading in, is probably one of the best tour tracks. Because this is Singapore Speedway. Singapore Speedway is phenomenal track. I love Singapore Speedway. It's like you can say whatever you want, but this is the best track in the game. Best tour track, maybe not the best track. I'm still waiting for 3DS Rosalina's Ice World. I've waited almost 3 hours for it. It'll probably be around like, it'll probably be over 3 hours before we actually get to hear it. It's like, I want Rosalina's Ice World. Such a good track. I was thinking about picking up coins. I'm on 8. Like, you can't tell me Singapore Speedway is perfect. When I was doing runs of like all the DLC tracks, this was the last track that I had to do in the run. And I was like, I don't think anything could top having Singapore Speedway as the last track in a run. I know it's been outdone by Wii Rainbow Road. Like, this was such a cool track when I first played it. Oh, I'll just spoil it. So here we get Athens Dash. We don't get a good one. This is Bathodrome. I'm gonna change that because it's obviously mean. Unless it's actually called that in the American version. At least for me, that should say Squeaky Clean Sprint. It probably is the same all around. But like, I will change that just because all the other tracks have been the same. I might actually look up Bathodrome, see if it's different. See if that's actually what it's called instead of Squeaky Clean Sprint. I feel like Nintendo would. I'm about to go off the track. See what I mean by I don't like Athens Dash? Like I don't know what I'm doing. It doesn't give off of like a vibe that I enjoy, and also it's just a track that I know so little about because it's just like there are many people that like you say the DLC and the first thing comes to mind is Toad Circuit, or again Squeaky Clean Sprint, but you never ask someone their favorite track in the DLC, and 19 like no one you will never hear anyone say, oh, it's Athens Dash. Like, it's kind of just there. It's just one of those tracks that's kind of there, and, like, it's cool and all, but, like, if you were to ask someone their favorite track, that's not their answer. And if it is their answer, they're wrong. Also, we're on the last, like, 14 tracks. So, after this run, I need to submit my SMO Any, and obviously this 48 track run. 96, not 48. I'm too used to 96 that I just say 96 instead of 48. It's force of habit, really. I actually never imagined a game to have 96 tracks, but here we are. Oop, on me. Here we are. Here's the 96 tracks. And I'm showcasing them all for you in a single run. I'm actually starting to get kind of tired. Not like, what the fuck, man? Like, not gonna lie, I'm actually starting to kind of get tired. I'm not saying that I'm not enjoying this run, but my god. And these, like, bright colors from Daisy Cruiser is not helping. At least I've got another day off tomorrow. I had 3 days off this week. I streamed yesterday, didn't I? Yeah, I did a short stream yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I did that SMO. What am I on about? I did a short stream where I did SMO. God, I can't remember the last time, apart from literally last lap, that I actually made it out of Daisy Cruiser without falling in the underwater bit every single time. It's crazy. Yeah, it's 12 minutes past 3, so there's a 99% chance I actually wouldn't have time to do another one anyway. Well, another Wii track though, Moonview Highway. I like any of the tracks from Wii or DS in this, to be honest. Like, none of them are particularly bad. Dude, some of these later tracks are, like, actually... They're not hard to just race on. But to get 10 coins on, crazy. I say that, and then this one feels like the easiest one so far. If I had input display on, you'd actually be amazed by how much I have to move this fucking joystick. Ah, fuck. Oh, what the fuck, man? It's pissing me off. I went from 6 down to 2 because of a fucking bomb car and the fact that there's a wanker that just tried to run into me. This is definitely like Nintendo trying to do Tokyo, but without doing Tokyo. And then they added Tokyo Blur, and then they added Move You Highway. Their failed attempt at Tokyo. Which, I mean, technically they're allowed to do, because Nintendo Japan, that's where they're from. Kind of thing. I wonder if Nintendo actually needed permission from all the places around the world to put these tracks into MK8. I wonder. I would assume so, because I doubt you could just, like, copyright the name of, like, oh, I'm just gonna put Tokyo in my game because that's cool. Like, I doubt you're allowed to do that. Oh, what? I didn't split. Okay, well now we got Squeaky Clean Sprint, or as it says on the splits, Bathodrome. I don't know why. Oh god. You can tell I'm starting to get kind of fucking tired. I'm kind of starting to get a bit tired now. This run's fun. I'm not saying this run's not fun, but you can definitely feel it when you've got like, when you're on like this race, like you can feel that you've been doing it for a while. Because fucking hell have we done like so many races. Like we've done like a solid 80 races by now. And you can definitely feel it happening. Again, by no means is this run bad. Like, I'm not saying this run's bad and oh crap, you shouldn't run this. Because this is a good run. Definitely not bad. But you can definitely at some point start to feel the... Yeah, I've been doing this for a while. Like, it definitely comes into play. Whether it's, like... Whether you start to feel that at the end of the first 48... or around Squeaky Clean Sprint, it varies from person to person. But you can definitely, at some point, will feel that you've been doing this for a while. Which, to be fair, 3 hours is quite a long time. Especially to play a fucking video game. Like, it's not short by any means. Oh, what the fuck, man? Like, you start to go a bit brain dead. Kind of brain dead almost. Oh, no, got LA laps. What the fuck? Oh, you know what? We got. I'm not a massive fan of this. The only thing I really like is Sunset Wilds and Wii Koopa Cape. So this is the most likely the first cup where we go into the 3-hour territory. Which actually isn't that bad. I mean, yeah, the record doesn't even see the 3-hour mark, but I don't give a fuck about the record. What the fuck? I just went brain dead for like a solid few seconds. Like, I actually had no fucking clue what was going on then. I'm going brain dead. I don't think I can do a 48 run after this. Like, how the fuck am I missing every coin? In my opinion, I'm not thinking a 48 is like a smart thing to do. I'm not thinking it's a smart thing to do right now. It's like, I don't know if I'll ever get a 48 because every time that I'm doing a 48, oh no, every time I'm better off doing a 48. You know, every time I want to do a 48, I'm better off doing a 96, and every time I do a 96, I don't want to do a 48 after because I'll just be so tired from doing 96. And therefore, a 48 will probably never get done. Unless I literally don't have time to do 96. Which is rare. We're about to finish this race in under 3 hours. What's this from GBA? Oh, I remember Sunset Wilds. I remember someone was complaining that the sunset doesn't change. Ah, fuck. Because the time of day used to change. Oh, fuck off, Shy Guy. And then you wonder why I don't use you. He proceeds to wonder why I don't use him in the actual game. I mean, you could say that for any of the Koopalings. That's because they were a pain in my ass in NSMBW. Also, just saying NSMBW is like... Not W, NSMBU. And NSMBW, to be fair. Although in NSMBW, it was primarily fucking Roy. Which is why I hold a grudge against him, because he was my pain in the ass. In Wii, because he was the castle for the second world. Even though he's thing for the fucking 6th one in NSMBW. But he was a pain in the ass. I could never do the World 2 castle. Like, it was fucking crazy how long that took me. And then I had no motivation to play when I actually did it. I mean, granted, I was like 6. I really need to wash this thing. It's like, I can't put my face anywhere near it without getting hair all in my mouth. It's nuts. Oh well, I'll keep a cape now. That's cool. This is a cool track that I like running. It feels a lot smaller than it did on Wii though. That's my only grudge with it. Is that the Wii version just seemed like a much larger scale than this. Like, this seems like it's so scaled down, it's mental. I mean, granted, I have only played Koopa Cape a handful of times. $10 lap 1, Jesus fucking Christ. I like this level, clearly. You can tell if I like a level because I usually get 10 coins lap 1. Fuck off! Bullshit, but like, whatever. Like, this just seems like a much lower... Like, it looks nicer, but it's so much lower scale. I mean, they probably had to do that so they could keep the 30 FPS. Or 60. I'm pretty sure it's 30 because it looks a lot smoother when I'm looking at OBS. At some point. And then at others it literally looks like it's running at 20 frames. Which I mean is fine. This is Mario Kart, and Mario Kart usually looks really good, nice. Don't fucking think about it. Don't fucking think about it. Do not. What the fuck, man. Go, boy. I love Koopa Cave. I feel like the frame rate has gone plummeting. I feel like it's not actually... On it looks like less than what the game's running at, but on OBS it says it's running at 60, and I don't believe that at all. I also hope game audio is not. I might actually check my fucking game audio real quick. Let me mute. I'm gonna mute myself for like 2 minutes. Okay, I fixed it. Fuck's sake, get off the fucking. Oh, sorry. Okay, audio's fine. As far as I know. Which is good because it means the next time I do the. What's it called run? The RSL tournament, the audio should not desync like 4 hours in. And again, I can't put my face anywhere near this fucking mic without hair going on. Fucking dumb. Bullshit. Well, I've got a massive goal for Vancouver Villa. Oh, I hit one of the shoulder buttons. Oh my god. Get out of my mouth. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take a break after this run. Just to try and fucking fix it. Okay, now on Rome Avanti. Another track that I've only done a handful of times, so this will be basically like a first impression. Because if you didn't know by the amount of runs I've got on my channel, I don't like to prepare. I like to just do blind runs, and usually they're a lot of fun. Usually I think blind runs are more fun than learning it and then doing it. I mean, like, obviously there are some runs you have to prepare for. I could have driven myself out of there like 2. I didn't need you to take 3 coins, because right now I should be on like 7, 8. I'm on fucking 5. Now I should be on 10. This is your, like, I was fine. It's like Lactu really wants me to tip for helping. I don't need that fucking tip. You don't need a tip. This is your job. You probably get paid more than I do. Like, I don't even think I get paid. I get paid like a maximum of 10 coins a second race. I don't know if there's anyone else, but I kind of just got jump scared by that fucking chain jump. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you all. I kind of just got jump scared by that fucking book. Like, I just jumped. I just fucking jumped. Oh, by the way, the last 2 cups were on the last like 7 races. This one's gonna take like 6. Honestly, we could get it sub 220 here. At 320 slash potentially a sub like 330. Which honestly, if I got a sub 330, I'd actually be really happy. Because I was expecting this to take 4 fucking hours. Which is why I started this run so much earlier than I wanted to. Because I was scared that I'd run out of time before I could finish. Fuck. But no, we look like we're gonna be good anyway. Like I knew I was good going into this run. I was scared that the run was gonna take longer than I thought. But the run looks like it's gonna take less time than I thought. Like significantly less time. What, I need 2 coins? But yeah, that was like 12. Go! GCN DK Man is like really cool track. I like how it looks in this game. I also like the fact that I'm like in the air considerably longer after my trick ends. I just find it really funny. Like, I know it's probably the stupidest thing you've ever heard, but it's actually really funny. Boom. There you go. We got Daisy Circuit, Piranha Plant Cove, and then whatever hell's in Spiny Cup, because I don't really know myself, to be fair. And then that's the run. Then we will be done. I think this might be like a really tight, like 430 attempt at 330. Like I have a strong feeling that this is gonna be a like close-ish run. Just did not want to go purple. Just did not want to pick up that coin. Fuck yeah. This is like a good sun setting track. Honestly, I wouldn't have minded this track be the last on the run either. Like, to be fair, they put some bangers in this booster course. Like, to be fair to Nintendo. Like, some of these courses weren't perfect, I have to admit. But they have some bangers in this. We are down to the last 5 races. Not that long left, ladies and gents, and everyone in between. Piranha Plant Cove. I do not remember this track at all. Would not surprise me if I've never played this track in my life. I have no idea where I'm going. I have no recollection of this track. Oh, it just turns. Yeah, I have absolutely no clue where I'm going. This is the first track in the run where I'm like, I literally could not tell you what the track is. Like, apparently I've done this. Apparently that's the first lap. I didn't know. Oh, we're going this way now. I'm actually surprised I made it this far with actually knowing every track. Maybe not running them properly. But I'm surprised I at least knew what they were. Oh, the whole map's flooded. Oh, crap. Never seen this track in my life. What the fuck? Apparently that's that. I had no enjoyment out of that because I actually did not know what that was. Okay, we got Madrid Drive, Rosalia's Ice World, Bowser's Castle 3, and Wii Rainbow Road to finish the run. And assuming that this is done in about 7 minutes, this might actually be a 1x. But again, this also depends on how well, or how fast Madrid Drive actually is. Because this could be the longest cup, and this could take over 7 minutes to fucking finish. The only ones that I've ever done is Rosalina's Ice World and Rainbow Road. Those are the only ones that I really know. Which also, we're coming up to my favorite track in the entire run. Track 90, like, this is track, I'll be track 92, and for fuck's sake. It's track 92, or the 96 track run. 92, 90, no. 96, 95, no, 90, it would be track 94. I think it's quite dumb. But my favorite track in the run is track 94 out of 96. That's what my favorite track is in the run. That's how late we do it. It's track 94 of 96. Also, Madrid Drive is a really long course. Fuck no. Ronaldo. Bro, can this be over? We've been here for over 2 minutes. Like, I've got 5 minutes to finish this entire thing. I don't think this is gonna 1x, unfortunately. Which isn't what I want. I wasn't, like, planning on 1x. I'm planning on 3x, or 2x. Alright, it's my favorite track in the run. 46 out of this, and, like, fucking... I don't even know what. Look at this theme. You can't tell me this track isn't the best theme. Yeah, I'm absolutely dog shit at collecting coins. Bro, I'm dog shit at this track. I'm dog shit. Probably until the last lap will I actually get 10 coins. Never mind. You never fucking mind. Again. Because of course I ran into a penguin 2 fucking seconds later. What the fuck, man? Dog shit. Game is bullshit. Why do I play? Go. What the fuck? Bowser? Roy? Get your ass here now. Yo, this is definitely not gonna 1x. But I'm having a suspicion. Honestly, if this doesn't 2x, I swear to fucking God. Again, I said this run was gonna be like 4 hours. I was way underestimate. Oh my God. This is from the SNES. The fact that this was from the SNES? Fucking hell. Move. This run definitely is starting to feel like... This run definitely starts to drag by probably about Moon Cup, I think. I think from Moon Cup and onwards, this run started to kind of drag. So that's expected. Like, I'm driving in 96 different courses. And I swear to fucking God, this microphone, how does it have hair there? I already pulled it. But it's like... I'm racing in 96 different tracks. It's gonna get repetitive at some... I'm not gonna get repetitive, but it's gonna feel long at some point. Like, when I've been here for over 3 hours. About 3 hours and... well, 23 minutes. It's gonna feel long. Also, this is the last track of the run. This is Wee Rainbow Road. And in my opinion, this is an absolute banger to finish on. Surprisingly for me, actually thinking I was going to finish last, like not even joking. I was thinking, oh, I'm probably going to finish last by like a good 20 minutes. The fact that this is going to be like a 320, I would say 322, 323. Absolute crazy. The fact that this is going to be like 35 minutes faster than I expected. Like, I was expecting to probably be at like Fruit Cup by now. So we are miles ahead of where I originally planned to be at this point in the run. And this would be such a good run. Like, this would be such a good race to finish off in 200cc. I feel like this music is too epic for this run. Like, this isn't record pace. This isn't an amazing achievement. Like, this is actually just the first run. Like, it feels like the credits to a concert where everyone's like, thank you for coming and all that crap. Like, I literally just fucking died. I mean, laps up basically like a minute. So about a 322X. I'm pretty sure it finishes when I cross the finish line. Like 48. Ah, fuck. And I believe that's time. I believe. I'm gonna quickly check. Timing ends upon crossing the finish line on the final track. Submit your RTA, time, field, leave in-game by... Okay. You may not submit cup runs. Does that mean I can submit... Yeah, I can submit this as a 48 track run. Ooh, that's quite cool. That's actually quite cool. I can use this as a 48 track run. Meaning that I've got a... 139, like, 42. But anyway. So I finished the Spiny Cup 9 minutes dead. I think that's the longest cup. Actually, no, this might be longer. That was almost 10 minutes. Fucking hell. But yeah, that was my first run. So, that was a 3:21:59. Assuming I got the timing right, which the thing says upon crossing the finish line upon the final race. Which is where I was. We only lost one race. There was only one race where we didn't win, and that was Cheeseland. So, fuck you, Cheeseland. But other than that, we were like 40 minutes under where I expected to be. Probably more than that. Probably like 50 minutes under where I was expected to be at this point. Like, I was expecting to probably be on about the fruit, maybe Boomerang Cup by now. I still have the entirety of the Boomerang Cup, entirety of the Feather, Cherry, Acorn, and Spiny Cup. 3:21:51 though.